Hi guys, hope everyone's keeping well and been getting some good wins near you. Well, I had a couple of sessions this week. I had one in some waves, but I didn't do very well on the filming side of it, and my camera was all going wrong. Everything was going wrong on the session, but it was an absolutely amazing session for riding, so I was just concentrating on the riding more than the filming on this day. But I was on the new HDW, and I've been wanting to make a video about that for a little while, but I wanted to get it out in lots of different conditions before I give my opinion on it, to try and help some people if they're thinking about getting one. Who's it for? And it brings me back to aspect ratios really, and you know, you've got your 13 aspect ratio, which the HDW is, and then you've got your 10s and your 8s, and they're the key sort of aspects that I'm using. Now the 13 here, which is the new HDW, you can see it's a great looking wing. It's really high aspect, but there is a cost to it being a high aspect wing, and that is that it's not very maneuverable, and also it's not quite as fast because it is quite a thick foil even compared to the Veloce XL. So this is the normal one at the 10 aspect. Now this turns a lot better than the HDW, but the HDW is like a long board compared to a shorter board in surfing, and this one just gives you long arcing sort of turns, but it's a really picks up the swell, and when you've got a bit of energy in the water, you can actually glide so much better on the HDW than you can on the normal Veloce. So that's its program really. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to pick up every little bit of energy within the bump, and you ride that, so it does have its purpose. I bought this originally thinking I would use it for downwinding with a para wing, and that's sort of my plan for it, what I'm going to continue using it for. But it's great for winging as well, but you do need to have sort of a longer period swell where the swell's quite big and it's got a lot of energy, and you can just cruise and cruise down it, so it's great for that. I saved my Veloce for the days where it's a little bit bigger. Pumping wise, this one's quite hard to pump for me because I've just started my apprenticeship in pumping, and I find that something like the Curve Double XL, which is a massive wing, this is now what we're on 1600 centimeters squared compared to 1200 centimeters squared on the Double XL. This is quite a large foil, 115 wide, and it does turn okay actually. That's, I mean, it's a curve, so it does have quite a bit of shape to it, so it does turn really well, and I use this on super light wind days. This goes really early, but this goes even earlier, especially with a mid-length board or a downwind board is what I use it for as well. So and then on the super high wind days, I drop down to an 8 aspect again, because you're going to have shorter periods swell where the waves are a lot closer together. So these this is a very thin foil, the Ypres here, and it goes really fast, and it's really maneuverable as well, so it's a lot more fun in these waves. I hated this at first, and I've really started to enjoy it now that I've got a lot better at taking off. Now the low end on these, like I say, this Veloce HDW, it has a great low end, but it does have some technique to taking it off. You do need to sort of take off with it a lot flatter and come up in steps, rather than the older V2 stuff that you could be more aggressive and bring it up in bigger steps. This needs a little bit more forward speed, and you notice that all the boards now have gone a little bit thinner and a little bit longer to give you that extra speed to get up at those bottom ends. I'm still using an older version board. It's not as skinny as I would like, but I can't afford to change over to a skinnier board, so I'll stick with that for now. I've just got to remember to keep it flatter and moving through the water a little bit faster before I actually try and make it fly. But yes, I'm really enjoying this foil. It's a great foil if you're looking for something sort of downwindy, something that's just going to glide forever, though. This is a great foil. If you're looking for something to turn really fast and surfy, this probably isn't for you, you know. But the Veloce is a good, the normal Veloce at 10 aspect, that's a great foil for in the wave, and if you're wanting to ride waves, I use this more than I use the HDW. This is my favourite foil. I'm on this all the time really, and like I say, the other foils are for different weather conditions. So it's a good quiver of foils. I cover everything using different aspects and different size wings depending on the day. What the waves are doing depends on what I'm going to be flying, and if it's a flat water session, I could be using any of them and just practicing. I hope that helps a few people out, and as I say, I've got some footage from Mark from a flat water session where we're just practicing some tacks and some moves, really just for when we get out into the waves. A few of the guys are in, so I hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you at the end for my final thoughts now. See you in a minute.
So it's only about 12 miles an hour to about 18-20 miles an hour in a gust if you're lucky, and I'm out in the curved double XL. And you see Davey's out here as well, and Lee and Russell are also out today as well. So hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and I'll see you guys all at the end. So hopefully these videos share a little bit of stoke, and thanks as always to Mark, top pilot Mark, for the drone footage and spending hours and hours filming us on the beach.
What a beautiful day. Been out with Davey all day. He's just turned 70 this year. It's amazing to see him ripping still at 70. He's my hero. Hope you've enjoyed this little session, and I'll see you all guys on the next one. Take care now and good winds.